In this tutorial, we're going to use MS Excel to build contingency tables. For the data, we're going to use Diamond Dataset. As we said previously, we're going to use the Diamond Dataset. So we're going to use this data, which is available at the Excel over here. So we have 5 columns, which are named as Diamond Carat, Color, Clarity, Certification, and Price. So in order to create a contingency table, we just have to select any data from here, and we go insert of the woods, then click the pivot table. Now a dialog box opens. It says create a pivot table. So we have to choose data that you want to analyze. We have 2 options: select a table or range, or use an external data source. In our case, we're going to use select a table or range, which is available over here, which goes from A1 cell to F309 cell, which is over here. So everything is set already. Excel analyzed the data for us and provide a link for us over there. If you want to use an external data source, like if you have a connection or something like that, you can click to this one. But in our case, we're not going to use any external sources, so we're going to select this one. Afterwards, there is also choose the where to place the pivot table. For the pivot table, we can either select a new worksheet, not this sheet, because this sheet is named as sheet 1, or we have to select an existing worksheet. If we select the existing worksheet, we have to tell Excel where do we want this sheet to go, either here, or there. So we're not going to do that. We're going to form a new worksheet. So we're just clicking OK. Then when we click the OK, we have to form our pivot table. The pivot table is ready. It will start from here. So in order to make the contingency table, we first select the price and put it on the rows. So it listed all the prices which is available for the diamonds. Okay, now we're going to select the color as well, which will be on the row as well. Okay, right now it can be seen that the pivot table is blank. Only we have rows and columns, and there is a grand total as well. So before we proceed further, we can change the design. Okay, there are various designs which we want. Let's select this one. Okay, or let's select this one. You can select which design you want. Okay, so we're going to check what is the count and what will be the corresponding grand total for it. So I'm just taking price and putting it to values. It will represent all the representative prices, but the problem over here, it says sum of price. We don't want the sum of price, but instead we want the counts. So we select any of the data. It doesn't matter if you click over here or any cell, but it should be on the pivot table. So we select, right click it, then we summarize values by count. So it will select the counted prices for every individual. For example, when we check at the 800 pounds, we see that there are two diamonds, which is exactly at 800 pounds, but they have different colors. So it looks a bit hard to read, especially grand total is over here, and for the grand totals over here. So it will be easier if we group the cells. So let's group the prices so it will be more applicable. So I'm just selecting any of the cells over here which represents the prices. So I'm just right clicking, then going to the group. Then I will start with 500 instead of 638. Okay, I just write 500. So I'm grouping will start from 500, it means, and I will group the data by 2000. So it will go from 500 and 2000 pounds increments. So I click OK. So I have a much more compact table, which is more representative. So we have how many price groups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 price groups, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. So in terms of making contingency tables, okay, in order to calculate the contingency, we have to work one by one. But pivot table works as a whole. Like in order to make the calculation, it's 11 divided by 308, 7, 308, 5, 308. So there's a solution for that. We just right click to any of the data, then we go to summarize the values by, then we go to more options. Okay, so it says a new dialog box. The field name is count of price, but we already select the count, so we're not going to change it. But instead, we're going to show the data as. So it says no calculation, but instead of that, we will select the grand total, percentage of grand total. Okay, percentage of grand total is over here, and voila, we have the percentage of grand total. So our contingency table is now ready, and you can use for your analysis. Thank you.